we are back, and boy, do we have an amazing topic. Now, a lot of people, they've been talking about these finals and world championships, and they've been talking about musical performances. Some of them haven't. People remember the iconic Imagine Dragons ones. Controversy about, if the Zed one was particularly good. This year's NALCS finals, they decided to, for the first time, bring out a musical act. And we have him on the show right now. His name is Mark Zimmerman in the Yahoo Esports studio. Now, Mark, actually, let's just take a look at your most recent performance. So we can pull the clip right now.
Know this song, it is tradition. I want everyone to get hyped, get involved, and sing along with me. Bee woo woo, boo dee doo, boo doo doo, boo ee woo, boo ee woo, boo doo doo, bee woo woo, boo.
Incredible, Where did the inspiration for that come from, Mark?
Well, so it was a thing I did in the quarterfinals, and then it was super last minute. That was like not a planned thing at all.
I mean, that was obvious.
Yeah. I mean, if it was planned, that'd be even better. But it was just like I did in the quarterfinals. Like as we were tossing the break one time, I kind of just made that noise and kind of was on Reddit. And then game 5 happens on Saturday, and apparently a bunch of people in the control room, because I was not there for Riot. I was there doing interviews with other people. And so like apparently everyone in the control room was joking like, oh, where's Mark? Get Mark out there. And then the next morning, just randomly, I bumped into the guy like in charge of all the production stuff, Dave. And he was like, well, if we get game 5 today, maybe. And I was like, yeah, I'm up for it. And like games 1 and 2 happened. We don't think it's going to work. And then game 3 and 4 happened. I guess like, it's like, okay, we're doing it. And there was zero prep, zero rehearsal, zero like any idea what we're doing. My IFB was too low. I couldn't hear the music. So I didn't know I was out of sync at all. I had like no idea what was going on. And I think that kind of made it better. Yeah. That just was not in tune at all.
I could tell Emily was really into the story, by the way. I looked over and she's on Slack, like talking to our colleagues. And
anyways, to wrap up to what we're talking about with this topic is that I kind of agree with what some of the community said, where it's like, is this really the right time to do it? It's like a really hype finals. There's a lot of, storylines going on about the game and the teams and all this stuff. And then out of nowhere, you have like this troll, stupid thing.
Yeah,
that,
but here is the thing. They weren't doing anything with that hype. Like, this is a little bit of my frustration, I feel like, with this is commonly an issue with spring finals, where I feel like they don't put very much production into it, or a lot of money. But I get it, because like summer and worlds, and that's where everything starts to pick up. But things like the analyst desk to me have fallen off. Like, there's less fun involved in it. Like, you just kind of hop in, talk about the game, hop out, etc. For me, I feel like this is kind of like the pictures that I saw of the EULCS final, where you had the guys come out and like the masks and the unicorn and love guys out there and all that stuff. Like it's fun to feel like there's a sense of culture. And my worry is that, and we get this criticism from a lot of other esports, that League is trying to go like way too mainstream sportsy, where it's just kind of like boring analysis followed by professional commentary. It's just, everything is so serious. And this is why I was a big fan of what you did.
I mean, I think there can be both, and it really just depends on timing. Because like as someone who's been watching OGN for years, and like I don't know how many of the finals you guys have watched from Korea by Travis's blank look. I'm guessing he's watched none of them.
Yeah, there's Faker was in a chair, a throne.
Yes.
Those are the hype points, but then there's Cloud Temple.
But like, so yeah, what I wanted to say is, even in like a 3-0 sweep, they do these weird features with the teams that are not serious, and usually kind of riffing on something that is a commonly known thing, or like making fun of one player, like for example Deft, because he was known for having this really poor mentality sometimes, and he would die a lot in lane and then he'd get really sad. They did this whole feature about how like the team comes around because he's so sad and he's moping and stuff, where like they had KTA and Samsung Blue rap to like hype up their match, and it was really bad. The Rocks Tigers did a cover of Big Bang's Lies during one of their finals, which is actually hilarious because Pina is so bad they had to auto-tune him. He's so bad at singing, and it's still like a very bad auto-tune, and it is so funny And even in the middle, like some of these come in the middle of like 3-0s, like not close finals, and they're still like very fun. Sometimes the trash talk segments just have this really great like spirit to them, where you have certain players like making fun of each other, and then in this most recent finals, Score and Blank try to make fun of each other, and it's like, you used to be really bad at jungling, you too. Like, it's just the lamest thing ever, but it's still really funny. I just think it always comes down to timing for me. And like, I don't feel like it's wasting the hype or anything like that. I guess I love when OGN plays those features in between matches.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't like traditional sports. I think it's pretty boring. I just can't keep up with it. The reason I got into esports was because of, I think, so many other people, like streamer culture and the personalities and how open everybody can be, and how to a certain extent, like, esports doesn't take itself too seriously. Like, we have a pigeon that we're shooting a video shot of as we're like panning dramatically to the picks and pans. Like, that stuff is, I think, really important, and we will lose ourselves a little bit as we're talking about like all these big investors coming in and all this stuff. Like, I want to make sure that we stay authentic to the community and the fan base, and if that means Mark has to go out on stage and do something that everybody who doesn't watch LCS will be like, what the hell is that?
I
Like,
think
that's great.
That's kind of the thing, is it's like you had to know the joke a little bit, and there's a big difference between like quarterfinals, random match, and then like, you know, the actual finals.
Yeah, but also, how much harm does it do? Like,
it doesn't do much harm.
Happen,
it was like a 30-second plug.
Yeah,
thing,
exactly, right? And so for me, like, if that had become like a whole segment or something like that, like, oh, we've got Mark like in the studio, he's getting, like, maybe you can overplay it, right? But like, I think that was kind of the perfect thing. And there's a decent amount of downtime between game 4 and game 5, and you kind of want to liven everything up. So I don't know. I'm a big fan. Kelsey, I don't know if you feel free to not say anything if you have no opinion on the topic, as we are kind of low on time, but if you have any thoughts.
Obviously, I like the ramp up of analysis in addition to some of the other stuff. I just wanted to say that throughout Emily's entire spiel, all I was thinking was, why couldn't we have auto-tuned Marks? You know?
Oh yeah, that's what they should have done. They should have like auto-tuned you like they did for Peanut.
I would have been down. We just had zero time. It was literally like in the morning getting coffee, just like, wouldn't that be funny if we did this? And it's like, oh, we're doing that.
Also, did you go out of your way to sing it that out of tune? I feel like you did.
Yeah. I mean, like, I can't sing at all. And that's me intentionally being even
there's also
worse
no
than
lyrics,
I normally am.
So it's usually
well, you
making
could like
the
try
noises.
and match pitch and stuff like that. Like, I was out of sync this